Hello and welcome to your stay here at the Hayloft at the Ffolkes Arms. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, this is a room like no other, and there are plenty of features which make it so special. And in order to make the most of your stay, you're going to want to know how everything works. So sit back and try and keep up. Now, one of the first things you might want to do to make sure your stay is as comfortable as possible is make sure that the temperature of the room is spot on. And today, for example, is a scorcher, but fear not, because there's air conditioning in your room. The remote is just here under the TV, and operating it couldn't be simpler. Pull down the front cover and hit the big on-off switch. Now, if you want to cool the room down, hit the mode button until you see the snowflake symbol up in the top left there. You can pick your temperature with the up and down arrows, and the fan symbol, what that does is cycle through the fan speeds so you can have it just right. If you wanted to heat the room, just hit the mode button a few more times until you see the sun symbol, and once again you can pick your temperature and your fan speed and you're away. Once you've got your room the perfect temperature, you might want to kick back and make yourself a drink, but here in the Hayloft you will find so much more than just a kettle in your own kitchenette. Now, there is heaps tucked away in here, but we're talking about drinks, so let's start on those. The kettle you'll find just next to the sink, and in the drawer just under here you'll find all the tea bags you could need. There's also hot chocolates, instant coffee too, and these capsules you'll find here, they work with an espresso machine. You'll see two different types of coffee capsule. Now, the red ones are decaf, the silver are regular. Using the coffee machine is really simple. The first thing you want to do is fill it with water, and the water tank is this one here on the left. This water tank comes away from the machine really easily, so you can grab it, fill it up from the sink, and once you've got as much water as you need, simply locate it back on the left, give it a good click, make sure it all fits snug. Now, on the top here you'll see a couple of padlock symbols. To open it up, simply twist it toward the open symbol. This is where the coffee pod lives. Simply pop it in there, shut it back down, and click it toward the lock sign so that the two lines line up perfectly. You are now in business. The symbol on top has illuminated. Give it a whack. Once your coffee's made, you can turn the machine off by holding the top button for 3 seconds. Very nice. Now, above the coffee machine, you'll see the microwave. There's no buttons on this at all, but don't be intimidated. It's very simple to use. To open the door, touch anywhere on this silver strip with the door symbol, and you're away. Once you've got whatever you need in there, you can use these numbers here to pick your power setting. Let's use 800 as an example. You'll see your time up here. This little bar, what that actually is a slider for the timer. Swiping to the right increases the time, and to the left decreases. You can also tap either side as well for 10-second increments. Once your timer is spot on, simply hit start, or to cancel the operation, it's the stop button. Now, just next to the larder, you'll find in these two cupboards a fridge and a freezer, and in the middle drawer you'll also find plenty of crockery. Once you've made yourself a drink and perhaps a snack too, it's time to start playing with the gadgets in the room. Now, there is 3 different zones for Bluetooth in here, and connecting to them is very simple. If you open up the Bluetooth devices on your smartphone, you'll see all the 3 zones listed there: bedroom, bathroom, and lounge. To connect to any of them, simply give them a tap and you'll be asked for a PIN. The PIN code is 48. The Hayloft is also equipped with Sky for you, with sports and movies as well. Now, to access those two, you will need a PIN code. So when you're prompted, simply enter the passcode, which is 6182. It's not only the main lounge, but the den also benefits from the same Sky package. And in here, if you want to access the movies or the sports, the passcode is 6166. Now, there's just one thing left worth mentioning whilst you're in this section of the room, and that is that behind this curtain, you'll find a panel of light switches. On the left does the main room where we're stood now, and the 2 on the right, they control the lighting outside. Now, you're on the home straight. There is in fact only one more area left to cover. And we're well aware that for some, it might even be the main event, because the bathroom is pretty sensational. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or in this case, the great big giant steel tub in the room. It is a monster and a real standout feature. Using it and enjoying it is incredibly simple. Just the one dial in here, works like any other, and that operates both of the outlets. And to fire up the jets, give this button here a firm push. Now, behind the bath you will find the twin showers, and to operate them, each of the dials is below the respective shower head. This one on the right hand side, turn the top knob to the left to operate the flow, and the bottom one does the temperature. Much the same for the dial on the left hand side, only this time the top knob, once again if you turn it to the left, operates the main head, but turn it to the right and that will operate the wand. You'll have noticed already that there is double sinks, both of which have a vanity mirror with a recessed ring light. All you need to do to operate that is wave your hand somewhere near the black sensor. The whole bathroom area has underfloor heating and should be the perfect temperature for you, but if you wanted an extra boost, that's easily done with this thermostat here. Tap the screen to open it up, hit mode on the bottom right, and then the boost button is on the bottom there. The tick button on the right will give you an hour of extra heat. Well, that's it. My work is done. You are now officially experts of the Hayloft. But of course, don't forget, if there's anything else you need or more information about the room, you can always head over to reception. We are here to help. And all that's left for me to do is to wish you the most enjoyable and memorable stay.